Well, I started to go put the stuff on, and the threads weren't too good, so they go into the, one of them goes into the water jacket. All I'm doing is just running the thing too, because they're pretty irritable. Old water gets in these things, rusts them up. All I'm doing is just cleaning up these threads here. Yeah, quite a bit of junk in it. Use WD-40 to clean off my tool here. Put a little in these. What I've done is, normally you've got a little tap tool that goes with these, but I've taken a 1/4-inch drive socket and just drove it down onto the tap, because this is a pretty frequently used tap. And so I don't have to mess with a big old clunky T-bar on it. Yes, that went through, it's cleaning up nicely. It's a good idea if you got time to go over every single hole in the block. Clean up all the threads. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff out of it. I'm not really doing that at this time. I'm just kind of trying to clean up stuff. Make it a little easier on myself when I try to put these bolts in, and easier on the next guy when he tries to take them apart. Maybe me if something goes wrong. Yeah, that one hurts pretty chewed up. Especially if you got water around them, it'll rust up pretty good. There we go. That just cleans it up good. Shouldn't have no trouble at all with it. Yeah, a lot of junk in there. WD-40 is great for cleaning stuff, and then I'll just hit the bolt holes themselves. That'll kind of serve two purposes. One, it'll flush out a little piece of the metal, rust, or whatever I've got left over. And of course, the second thing is a lubricant. Now I've got my little oh yeah, they're going in sweet now. Got my little water pump adapter kit. This was expensive. It's supposed to take the hemi to a late model Chevy water pump. Oh yeah. I'm not really using any sealer or anything on these things at this point. I'm going to put the gasket on it, of course. But just put them on and start seeing what my mock-up looks like. Now, the next thing we got here is problem. Bowl holes are straight up and down. Adapters are at an angle. Well, that ain't gonna work. What went wrong there? They look like they're mounted like that. Yeah, I got these adapters on. Vice versa. Let me check it out and see. Well, that was the deal. I swapped these around. definitely a left and right side. And it looks like this is going to mount in there just perfect. I'm not going to have to do anything. Find me some bolts here. Well, as you can see, I got about 1/4 of an inch here on both sides. And down in here, my pump is right against the thing. So that means that basically right in here somewhere, I'm going to just have to beat this down with a hammer so it'll clear that water pump. They said they won't work with your stock fuel pump, so I left the eccentric out of that. I hope I didn't mess up on the spacer. I'll have to look at that. But you can see I got to beat that down some. Might be an easier way to do it or a prettier way to do it, but it doesn't look like it's going to be too bad. I've got a spot over here for my water pump outlet. This can go on either way, so I'll probably bring my water pump outlet out the top. I'll have to think about it. I think it should come out of this side over here on the bottom, because that's where my radiator is. So that's probably the way it goes on. I just have to put a plug on the other side and move it around. I'll pull it off now and massage it a bit with a hammer and see what it looks like. Fanciest way to do that. But I think that might be enough. Yep. Looks like we're clearing all the way around about 1/4 of an inch. Well, it looks pretty good. Everything's flush in here. My service is up, mating up good. I got, well, I really didn't have to bang on it as much as I did. And it looks like I'm not touching anything here on the inside. So that's how my water pump's going to set. So far so good. Still got to make some kind of an adapter for my thermostat housing there on top, but that's another story.